Also, das ist immer noch der erste Tag der PDAC 2018. Wir sind hier mit Michael Rowley von PGE oder andererseits auch Group 10 Metals. Und wir wollen mal hören, was es Neues gibt. Wir haben vor kurzem gesprochen, aber in der Zwischenzeit hat uns Unternehmen wieder eine sehr interessante News rausgebracht. Da wollen wir mal nachhören und auch hören, wie es dann 2018 weitergehen soll. Welcome, Mike.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Mike, as I just told people, it's not that long that we already talked. A couple of weeks back when you brought out very interesting news about an 18-kilometer soil anomaly, I think.
That's right.
We talked about that, but then just a couple of weeks later you came up with another, well, it was a technical release, but we could see there's another big thing you discovered. Can you tell us about that?
Absolutely. The significance there is the size of the geophysical anomalies shown in that release, and the fact that they correspond so nicely with the soils release you mentioned from the previous one. And both of those things are correlating extremely well with the underlying geology of the mafic, ultramafic zones and the basal zones. So you can see all three of those things now in our materials. We're lining this up very nicely. We have a lot more data, currently consolidating, analyzing, and we look forward to further releases as we move this story along.
Now, we should, for people not familiar with the story, say we're talking about the Stillwater West project.
Correct.
Very close to the Stillwater mining complex owned by Stillwater. Tell us a bit about the area as a whole, just to recap and remind people what this is about.
Sure, I'd be glad to. Yeah. Well, as you know, Sibanye bought the iconic Stillwater mines last year for $2.2 billion.
Okay.
There's an 80 million ounce platinum palladium resource there, half an ounce per ton. It's truly a world-class, the best of its kind in the world. The geology there follows the Bushveld complex of South Africa, which is the world's single greatest source of platinum palladium, also nickel, copper, chromium, other metals, cobalt. The geology at Stillwater West is well known to parallel that of the Bushveld complex. And we're basically just getting into that. No one before us has put together the land package along with the data the way that we have. And then we've added this world-class team on top of that. And that's where all this wonderful stuff is coming from. So we're very excited about 2018 and revealing our plans as we continue forward.
So, as you said, you have a lot of data there still from previous exploration efforts on the various parts of the property you put together as one now. You're still working through that data? Is there more coming up, or what are your own exploration plans for taking that further?
It's tremendous. There's a wealth of data in the database. We're continuing to add more. We're consolidating it, analyzing it. That's where, of course, where these press releases are coming from. We have a lot more to go, and we've engaged key members of those past teams. In addition to key people. So we not only have the data, but we have some of the key people that were working on the project at that time. In addition to Greg Johnson, Craig Bowe, these experts that we brought in.
Good to mention that, because you just put out a release yesterday, I think, that for some people might have looked as if you're going to merge, whereas that's just about you presenting together here at PDAC, I think, and of course using the expertise of the various teams of Metallic Minerals and Group 10 Metals.
That's exactly right. There is no merger. This is a talent pool. This is about sharing expertise, extending our reach individually as companies. Metallic Minerals, of course, focused on silver in the Yukon. We're in the PGM nickel copper space, and we will continue to work together, share an office, share costs, bring in some cost efficiencies there, and have some board members in common, you know. But really, it's about the talent pool and the reach.
So, since we last talked at PDAC, I think almost exactly a year ago, there's, as we said, a lot of things have been happening. You acquired the Stillwater West project, you progressed it in getting through the data. Now, what do you expect for the next year? Let's say when we meet again at PDAC 2019, what do you hope you will be able to tell investors?
I think we'll have fantastic news out of Stillwater West. I think that project will continue to surprise us in very positive ways. The size that we see there, the potential is tremendous. It's caught some very big eyes, and I think we can do a lot with it. You may see us also divest some of the non-core assets. High-grade gold in Ontario and the Yukon projects in PGM nickel copper as well. We may start to look at, we'll announce exploration plans for some of those. We may also look at fields on some as well, as we focus on that.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm certainly looking forward to see what happens next until next year.
Very good. Me too.
Thank you.
Thank you.